All right, welcome to another episode of Lifestyles. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. We put a great one together for you with all of our beautiful co-hosts. We're going all over America's finest city, from the coastal scene to the social scene, and we're going to dive into the real estate market here as well. Let's go ahead and get another episode of Lifestyles started right now.
Confession to make. I am a coffee snob. I'll wait in really long lines and drive miles and miles just to get a great cup of coffee. And I'm here today at the newest family-owned coffee hotspot and have the added bonus of meeting with two of the top-selling real estate agents in North County. I'm pretty sure they spend more time here than they do at their actual office. Jelynn, thank you so much for bringing us to Mostra. First off, congratulations.
Thank
I know
you.
This is your first brick and mortar store.
Yes, it is.
Can you tell us a little bit about the decor? It's absolutely stunning.
Thank you. My husband, James Malone, was actually the visionary and designer behind this beautiful place. He did a really cool English industrial design. We're in the suburban neighborhood of Carmel Mountain Ranch, so we really wanted to do something that was just going to be standout, Instagrammable, and classic. Trends go in and out with design, so we wanted to do something that people of all ages would just appreciate and enjoy, and something that just stood out.
Now, Jelynn, I know this is a family passion project for you. Where did the name itself has very special meaning to both you and your partners?
Yes.
What does Mostra mean?
So Mostra means show, performance, or exhibition in Italian, actually. So my background is in entertainment. So I was in Hollywood doing TV hosting, TV and film acting. My partner Bev, she's a professional opera singer. So she and I were the ones that basically created the idea of doing specialty coffee, and we came up with the name as well. So we brought on our other partner, Mike Arquinez, and he is a fine dining chef. So, it's just, there's so much art and show and performance about what we do. We have all incorporated our performance backgrounds into our business, and the way that we actually present and brew all of our coffee here is a very visual experience. We made our bars really, really low and accessible to customers. So it's basically like an open kitchen. There's nowhere to hide here. Our equipment and the way that we present each drink is meant to be a performance.
Right. Now, getting into the equipment that you were talking about, you have a machine that is the only one in San Diego.
Yes.
Where did you get it? What is it? And why do you have it?
So our espresso machine is called a Mavam. Mavam. It's really cool. So my husband, who was designing the place, he was the one that found it originally. I think he might have saw it on Instagram or something like that. But it's a really beautiful open espresso machine where you just see the group head. So most coffee shops you'll see, there's these big machines that the baristas are hiding behind. Ours is low. You see the shot being pulled. You see your milk being steamed.
Everyone's so friendly too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's definitely part of the Mostra culture. Is just really great customer service, family, community environment, and just making people feel welcome. So that machine really paralleled the stuff that Mostra stands by and the kind of service we want to provide for people here.
Now, in service-wise, I know that it was a passion project for you, and you actually had gone over to where you're from in the Philippines, and you kind of aligned yourself with the coffee. What's the background of that?
So Beverly and myself, who founded Mostra, we were doing charity work in the Philippines, and we were working a lot with the poor out there, and we came home and we were like, how can we eradicate poverty? I mean, I know I sound like Miss Congeniality, like world peace, just eradicate poverty, but we really were like, what can we do? And we learned if you want to help eradicate poverty, you need to help provide opportunities for the poor. It's not just give money, it's like create opportunity. So we discovered that the Philippines grows coffee, and it's a farming country, and it has the perfect climate for coffee. So we came up with this whole idea. We were like, what if we were to find specialty, high-grade coffee in the Philippines, bring it back here, roast it, and brand it with amazing branding, world-class branding, and then create the demand where people from all over the world just start going to the Philippines. So we went out there, we got some phenomenal coffee from the Philippines. We sold it here and it sold out like in hours. And people were like, we've never even heard of this origin of coffee. But yeah, so and then we were able to pay those farmers in the Philippines more than they've ever made, and they were able to send their kids to college and really help change their lives. So that's what we hope to continue to do here at Mostra with our passion project with the Philippines.
Well, thank you so much for letting us come to this beautiful facility. I'm actually going to meet one of your regulars outside, Emma and Jocelyn from Barron Real Estate Group. They call this place their second home. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Emma, thank you so much for bringing us to Mostra Coffee. It's a breath of fresh air to get away from that corporate cookie cutter coffee shop type. Now, I don't see a Barron Real Estate Group sign on the wall, but I know that a lot of your associates call this their office away from their office.
Yes, absolutely. It's a fantastic place to meet clients, and Jocelyn Lomahan with our company spends a lot of time here.
I do. I'm a regular. I love this place. I live in the area, so for me, it's great to have something that's just right in my own backyard. And yeah, and I'm big on coffee. I'm Java with Joss. And so you'll often find me here meeting with clients. Em and I will have like strategic meetings here, and it's just a nice place to come to. Everyone's so friendly. Yeah, so it is kind of an office away from the office.
Now, you said it's a very friendly environment, and I know Barron Real Estate Group, the real estate group that you own, is all about synonymous with family. You treat your clients like family, your coworkers are like family. How did you nurture that culture and continue it into your business now?
Yes, thanks, Melissa. So my mom and I started the company. It's a family company. So that's where we started. Our roots are in family. And when we went out to decide who we wanted to come work with us and be on our team, we looked for agents like Jocelyn, who we've known for many years and worked with, and really who nurtured the same type of culture that we do, which is we treat our clients like friends and like family. And that's the same way we run our office and our team. It's very much a family atmosphere. And it's funny because when we decided where we wanted to meet today, we said, well, Mostra, it's another family-owned company, and it was just the right fit for us and a place that we wanted to associate ourselves with and brand ourselves with.
Now, I know you specialize in the Scripps Ranch area. What is so popular about that area, where I know you put a listing on and within a week it sells? What are some highlights of that area and why it's so popular?
Absolutely. So, Joss, you want to go into Scripps Ranch?
Scripps Ranch is an amazing area. It's North County. It's known for the wonderful schools, the very family-oriented environment. It's close to everything, in my opinion. I feel like it's like the center of the county.
It's just kind of a nice, very family-friendly community, but like Joss said, it's close to everything. 20 minutes to downtown, 20 minutes to La Jolla, so it's a really convenient place to live.
Can you talk about some of the real estate trends of the market right now? I know obviously you specialize in a certain type of market. Can you elaborate on some of the trends right now?
So what we're seeing in the market, very low inventory. Prices are just unbelievable right now for sellers.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, we do mega open houses almost every Sunday. So when we have a new listing, we do a lot of social media marketing. We get 10,000 views on Zillow or on Realtor.com. We bring in a huge amount of people to our open houses, usually on average 100, 150 people to the open house, and that's how we're really able to get those multiple offers.
Wow, it seems like your business is just booming. I know last year you had record sales. This year I know you've set very high goals for yourself. Are you on pace to achieve those?
We closed 181 transactions in 2017. Our goal for 2018 is over 200, and we're going to do it. Yeah.
Emma, Jocelyn, thank you so much. These desserts, though, are calling my name, though, so I think we should dig in.
I think so, too.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Johnny, you won! You won! Grandma?
There are certain times in life when you need a neutral third party to call the shots.
I wasn't right. I know, but I wasn't right. I wasn't. You hear me?
Keep it fair. Choose Oakwood Escrow.
people know Catrina Russell as the Queen of Ocean Beach, but did you know Catrina actually services the entire county of San Diego? And today, we're getting a little country taste in Rancho San Diego. Catrina, thank you for bringing us out to Rancho San Diego today. This house is absolutely fantastic, and I love that you get this country feeling, but you're really not too far from the city. Can you give a little description about the details of this house?
Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite properties I've ever listed, even though it's not in my principal area of expertise as far as location, but it is in Rancho San Diego, area of El Cajon. It's a ranch style, just over 2,500 square feet on over half acre. For $695 with a pool.
With a pool?
Yeah, lot going for it.
Okay, and how long was it on the market, and something like this, would it necessarily last long in today's market?
No, it will not last long at all. It's a very popular neighborhood. Obviously, we planned to get together before I put this on the market, and it sold in 4 days. So we're here a couple of days after it has sold.
Okay.
I had multiple offers, and you know, families love this neighborhood. The schools are highly ranked. You're close to everything, but you really get a lot for your money. And this is just a great neighborhood.
So with this home, I understand that it did not look how it looks right now. It's so pristine and white and beautiful and open. So what was it kind of like before you got these new owners into this house?
Yeah, it didn't start out this way. This was a trust sale. The owners did pass away. And I helped the family bring it up to a level that makes it sellable in today's market. With HGTV and you know, all the flipping shows, buyers walk in, they really don't want to imagine what they need to do to make a home their own. So we don't make it perfect, but it's pretty close, and it really feels good when you walk in the door, and I think that's really important for sellers to know, that they need to take a little extra time and maybe put a little bit of money into their home to get top dollar.
And is that exactly the case here? If that work hadn't been put into this home, they might not have seen top dollar for this house?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's come a long way. This is actually one of the favorite ones that I've ever done with a client.
Yeah.
You know, I bring my designer in on my dime as part of my listing package. We go room by room, make a list of things to do, and then I work together with my seller to see what makes the most sense to do or not do to get the top dollar, which is a little why I'm grubby today, because I've been doing another house today.
Hey, you're working hard out there, yeah. Catrina.
Yeah, and it's what it takes in this market, I think.
So as far as your sellers, because I know springtime is also a really popular time to get a house ready to sell, what's the best things that they can do? Obviously we know about the renovations, but is there some other things to have your house ready for the buyer?
Yeah, landscaping, staging is crucial. Staging has become so imperative that I don't think sellers all really realize the importance of it. Even with their own belongings, it needs to feel staged.
Okay, so you usually bring your team then in to do the staging as well?
Even in an occupied home, I'll bring my team in to help decide how to rearrange furniture even. Sometimes it's as simple as that.
Okay, just get the little feng shui, change the energy into the place.
Yeah, turn it into what could be anybody's home, not the homeowner's home, because we're selling somebody their next home.
Exactly. And like you said, they can walk in and maybe have a nice vision for what this is because it already looks so nicely presented to them.
And they can visualize themselves here.
So I also want to ask you about kind of on the buyer side too, because this house sold in 4 days. So it's not a lot of time for a buyer to really have time to make a decision. And I assume they better have their ducks in a row by the time they actually see a property. So is there a little checklist this spring or that buyers really need to have in the forefront of their mind?
Well, I think the main checklist is be pre-approved, have your financing in order. Without it, you're dead in the water. So you could walk into a house that you fall in love with and you can't do anything about it because the good ones go fast and you need to be able to compete and step up to get them sometimes.
All right, and so usually that process for people, especially if they're first-time buyers, you know how long that might take them if they, have all their stuff together, they go to get pre-approved, and how long that takes?
It's very quick. If they provide their lender with the information and they're organized and give it to them in a quick manner, I would say in 72 hours they should be pre-approved.
Okay.
ready to go. So it's not hard.
All right.
It's just not fun.
Sure. It's the work
It's
they
not
have
the
to
it's
do.
not the fun of buying houses. Going and seeing them is fun, but you
Yeah.
need to be ready.
So, okay, so the buyer goes, they get pre-approved, they find out in 72 hours, and then they call you and they say, Katrina, we are ready for something. Can you show us a house? How quickly will that process be that they might find something that they love?
Well, it could be the first house they walk into, and it could be the 200th house they walk into. So it really depends on the person and how motivated they are and how ready they are, and also how much they have an idea of what they want.
Yeah.
Sometime the beginning is learning what you want, and that you don't really know until you start looking.
So for this house in particular, do you think some things that might attract buyers to maybe take a little drive out to Rancho San Diego is maybe having the yard, like you said, this sits over a little bit of half an acre, so you've got the space, a lot of really great sunlight coming into these windows as well. I especially love that front room.
Yeah.
And then of course you have the pool and jacuzzi. Are these the types of things that attract people to their home?
Absolutely. I also think the fact that it's a single level. Single level is becoming more and more important in today's market because our home buyers are aging. So it's not just families moving in that are young. Older home buyers are downsizing, and the single level is huge, and people love ranch.
Okay.
And this is a ranch, so
It's very California,
popular.
I would think
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. And you said the schools are great around here.
Very good schools.
And as far as a community feel, I know you come from such a community place like Ocean Beach, but if somebody wanted that kind of feel in the country, could this type of community provide that for them?
Oh yeah, I think this Hidden Mesa Estates is a very tight-knit little community, it seems like. I've heard from many of the homeowners, and they're all very interested in what's going on in here. I don't think there is a lot of turnover in this neighborhood, and everybody seems very friendly, and they all seem to like each other.
Okay, great.
It's a neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of look out for each other.
Yeah.
Also for just sellers getting their homes ready, I know we talked a little bit about staging and just kind of moving furniture in a way that the energy flows really nicely. Are there some other things that maybe really would attract a buyer's eye that a seller can do? Something just as simple, maybe a little bit of paint?
Well, that's part of what I do with my designers. We go through and we pick and choose what a house needs, customize it to that property. But yeah, paint cures a lot of things.
Okay.
It cures a whole lot. And then the main thing is pricing right.
Okay.
So.
And you help them get the top dollar. Does that just come from your years of experience?
Yeah, it's based on comparable sales, but also what's going to make your home the most marketable. And I tell people the truth, what I believe to be the truth of the value of their home. So it's very important to price your home exactly right.
Okay, well, Katrina, obviously you're the woman to contact for all this great insight and information. So thank you so much for bringing us out here today.
Thanks for having me.
As a real estate professional, there are only so many hours of the day, which means efficiency is more than a buzzword. It's a daily necessity. 2 tools from First American Title can help you keep on top of your transactions, either at your desktop or on the go. My First Stamp puts comprehensive property data at your fingertips, where you can review recorded documents, past transactions, or locate comparable sales quickly and easily. Cost First can also ensure you have 24/7 access to closing costs data, allowing you to generate net sheets, calculate fees, update documents, or email, print, or save your reports, along with TRID calculation and consummation date timeframes. Each sale includes a number of stages to manage, each with the possibility to delay a closing or derail it altogether. Let Cost First and My First Stamp keep your transactions on track. Contact your local First American representative to get started today.
Down here in Chula Vista, we are so close to the Mexican border. But if you're looking for a really authentic street taco, you don't have to leave the country. Taqueria Revolución is your place. Well, Well, Dean, I know that you cover a lot of this area in Chula Vista and Bonita, so thank you for bringing us here
Absolutely.
to this taqueria. I'm excited to finally taste some of Emilio's specialty tacos here.
Absolutely, yeah, we're here all the time when we're actually right in between Bonita and Chula Vista, and they're perfectly located here. But I'm excited to talk to him as well and introduce him to the world.
Well, Emilio, please tell us all about your fantastic restaurant.
Well, it started about 4 years ago. I always been a food passion person, and believe it or not, I don't do this for a living, So this started like a side project. And one time I was in Craigslist and found a restaurant in San Isidro, that it was actually for sale. So I figured, how difficult can this be, right? So bought this restaurant in San Isidro with 3 guys. We started cooking. My idea was always to bring street tacos here to the United States. So I opened this restaurant in San Isidro. I had no taco shop food. In other words, no roll tacos, no the things that you find here. It was just street tacos. And little by little, the word started getting out. And we started getting very popular because we make our own tortillas.
You definitely are popular, that's for sure.
And one of the other ingredients is we don't cook on we use solid fuel, which is mesquite. So our meats, you cook them in Tijuana. They got this where they're cooking everything in mesquite. So you can't really fool people. You gotta do it the traditional way you do it in Mexico. So we did everything, and we're doing everything here in the United States, just like if you were in Tijuana.
Legit, Sarah.
Yeah, legit.
Legit.
Well, I can't believe that you started this 4 years ago. You're about to open your 4th location, and you found your first property off of Craigslist. Is that funny to you at all as the agent?
I know. Yeah, he didn't call a real estate agent. That's okay though. He did it
I'm glad
himself.
you two know each other
He did
now.
it himself.
Yeah,
I love it.
And in all fairness, it has been very exciting. We started about 4 or 5 people. Our team has grown to about 85. We're close to 90 people right now.
Wow.
With our 3 locations. I'm very, very grateful with my staff that works for me. They basically are the ones who also make this happen. We try, when you come here, to have an experience. We want to make sure that you enjoy your food. We want to make sure that we have good music. We want to make sure the food is fresh.
Yeah.
And by the way, everything we make, we go through so much volumes on a daily basis that everything is made early in the morning. So by the end of the day, we pretty much run out of everything, and then we start again every day. So our team of people, our first team of people come at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
None of our meats are frozen.
Everything's fresh.
Everything's fresh, and all the products are from the United States.
Okay.
Love it.
So we don't.
I love it.
Well,
I love it.
Back to your familiarity just with the area.
Absolutely.
How important is it to have like this authentic Mexican experience in this type of neighborhood?
Gosh, how important? Extremely. I mean, look, he said it best. To have something authentic, a lot of folks down here obviously cross over to get the authenticity. People live across, the border into TJ. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a staple in the community. You need to have something like this.
And like you said, it's not always convenient to go back and forth over the border, so you're giving them this opportunity to eat that same type of experience, but here.
Right. Now, we just opened our 3rd location in Otay Ranch Mall, so that's east of Chula Vista. That's the East Lake area. And when we announced we were opening that one, we had people from the east, from San Diego, northern San Diego, in social media getting upset, saying, why are you guys opening so much in the South Bay, and you guys got to start expanding. So our intention is obviously to open more restaurants. But to make them right, it's not just opening a restaurant. It takes a team of people to actually do them. So we definitely want to open more in San Diego, but we want to do them the right way. So we have our new one coming for Barron Logan. I'm very excited about that location because that's a brand new location. We're going to be right in Northgate, in front of the Northgate building.
Yep.
Iron Fist is next to us. There's already a couple other people who signed up for that location. So that location is going to be very popular. What I like is that you have access through the freeway. You got the 94, you got the 5, you know, you got downtown area. So we're only 5 minutes away from Petco Park.
Convenience.
So.
I love that you're keeping it local and doing it smart and, you know, growing it slow. I think that says a lot, actually, trying to keep the authenticity. It reminds me of, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of In-N-Out. You know, they could be, not comparing you to, but
simple.
they could be everywhere. No. Like nationally, they don't, for a reason, because of quality control, and I love that you're doing that.
Yeah, and in all fairness, you know, our menu is very small.
Yeah.
So we only have about 6 tacos. My way of thinking is that if you're gonna have 6 items on your menu, they all gotta be extremely good.
Right.
So, you know, it's very easy to get, you know, distracted. You know, you wanna do fish tacos, you wanna do this, you wanna do that. But if you think about it, some of the best restaurants, they're specialty restaurants.
Yep.
So you go for a particular, In-N-Out's one of them. They only got burgers.
Yeah, and they have like 4 things on the menu, that's it.
It's a very small menu. So,
yeah.
So for us, is you know, we definitely want to keep it very authentic, and it's going to be a very small menu. Now we are thinking about bringing in like, you know, like a dessert. You know, we're thinking maybe like a churro or something like that. You know, but it's going to be something very, you know, very
simple but authentic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm salivating just hearing about these tacos.
We're like amazed, right?
Which
We're
ones
ready.
do we start with? But Dean, before we do chow down on the tacos, what's happening in this area? And I know you've got some listings.
Yeah, so we have a listing not too far away on Melrose Avenue. It's affordable. So the reason why I like here, you know, East Chula Vista is fantastic and all, but folks love living here because they do get away from, you know, the Melrose tax and all that stuff that's imposed in some of the areas. So it's more affordable. We have one coming up that's $450 for single bedroom. Single detached, single family detached, and it's almost 2,000 square feet. So very reasonable for $450,000.
All right.
Yeah.
So people got to get on that.
Yeah, they give us a shout if you are interested in Chula Vista. But you know, we're right here in the border of Bonita and Chula Vista, and you know, as you cross over and go into Bonita, you get a little bit more rural and horse farm properties and stuff like that. But I love it over here.
So there's a lot really for kind of anybody down here in the South Bay.
Yep, and great schools. Great schools, yep.
And exceptional tacos,
That's
which we are ready. We are ready to try.
Let's do it.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Let me know.
All right, Dean, the wait is finally over. I cannot wait to get into this. So thank you for bringing us here, by the way.
Oh, no problem. I'm ready too.
I'm getting down with
Let's
this.
do it.
Okay.
All right, that's all for Lifestyle, celebrating America's finest city. Thank you so much for tuning in with us every weekend. And don't forget, you can engage in the conversation as well. Would love for you to follow us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're active on all of it, celebrating the greatest city in the greatest country on the planet. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.